Ascend the spine, ascend the side trunk, shoulders widened, take them back, should not come, corners of the shoulder should not come forward. Open the chest, the bottom shoulder blade going into the body, and the whole trunk has to ascend. Keep your head straight. So do not look down, do not look up. Neck straight. Keep your mouth soft, tongue soft. Get composed and be humble for the prayers. योगेन चित्तस्य पदेन वाचा मलं शरीरस्य च वैद्यकेन योपाकरोत्तं प्रवरं मुनीनाम् पतञ्जलिं प्राञ्जलिरानतोऽस्मि आबाहुपुरुषाकारम् शङ्खचक्रासिधारिणम् सहस्रशिरसं श्वेतम् प्रणमामि पतञ्जलिम् गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुः साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः हरिः ओम् Bow down to Patanjali Guruji. Release the palms. Raise your head up. Open your eyes. Those who are in periods will be on one side. Don't be in the class. Do your forward bends and all the program that has been given. Others go to Adho Mukha Virasana. You people, charity, come forward. Come forward because there is no place for others. Come forward. There also, come forward. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Extend the whole back. So from the shoulder, you have to go, shoulder blade has to go. Slightly raise the heel. Do not push your floating rib on the front body. So you have to extend your floating rib upwards and widen it. Side trunk elongating, back of the thighs well open. Uttanasana. Now inhale and come up. Full arm balance. Adho Mukha Vrikshasana. See that you are not going on the photograph. मग तुम्ही आपल्याला फॉरवर्ड बेंड वगैरे करा ना. तुम्हाला जे शक्य आहे ते करा. स्टँडिंग पोझिस करा, हरकत नाही. शिकणार स्ट्रेसरला जाऊन करा किंवा ह्याला पाठ लावून तिथं मान लावून करा एडजीला. From the elbow extend. See that your arm goes into the socket. And now come down, next group. Now exhale and come down. Who cannot do this asana? What is there? What is your problem? तुमचं झालं का? Those who are not able to do, just lift. Somebody has to go and lift them. उचल राजेंद्र तुझा मदतीला. Slightly move your mats this side. You also move slightly on that side. Move the mat slightly on that side. Ile kochu kitta banda para. Yena de. Side trunk elongate, lengthen there, lift from the elbow, lift from the elbow. Now exhale and come down. Once again, the other leg. You go with the other leg. नाही तुम्हाला दुखताय ना? ओझा तुम्ही कशाला मदतीला जाताय कोणाच्या? तुम्हाला दुखताय ना? आराम करायला सांगितलं ना? Then why are you going ahead and take? You do your asana. इकडे यायचंय. कोण आहे तिथं? इथं शेवटची मी घेतली मदतीसाठी. Elbow extend. Elbow has to go more into the socket. Take it and from there lift your body up. Next group. Other leg. तिकडं पुढे जा सुरेखा. Third, okay. Hey, if you need help, just wait. Sharply exhale, then your leg can go up. मी सांगितलंय मदतीचे लवकर थांबा जरा. Those who are able to go, quickly go. And now, those who need help, go. Don't repeat. Quickly, quickly. Those who need help, go and help them. Lift the whole body up. Lift the whole body up. Go up. Climb up. Climb up. ही काय पडली की काय? Come down. Elbow balance. Those who need help will go later. Extend your heels up. Don't push your abdomen forward. Taller. Become taller. Lift. Lift. Come down. Next rope. Why you want to stand here? You stand here only. Those who are jumping, slightly be away from them. And come down. Finished, everyone? Those who need help, go. Now, as they are doing with the help, people helping, what is your action here? What action you do? What action you do there? When you are doing this full arm balance, नाही नाही हेल्प नाही करा. हेल्प नाही करा. म्हणजे डोकं वरती ठेवून जम्प करायला बघायचंय आपल्याला. Are you able to hear me? Okay. Now I want to know, when you are doing this, what is the body action? Huh? Huh? Anybody else? No question did not understood. What action you are doing with your body when you are doing these two asanas? Adho Mukha Vrikshasana and Pincha Mayurasana. is my question. Understood the question? Or is difficult question? No. You are saying inverted. Okay. Lifting up. Okay. How you do your actions? How your actions are done? No, any action. Any action. That is a basic actually question. I'm asking you how you do your actions. What helps you to get that action? Yes, I got one person giving me proper answer. Not very happy. The person who has given the answer. I'm sorry. I'm sorry when I'm saying this. अरे ते हिप बिप करते में how you will push your hips? How you will put your weight or extend your arm, sort of things, whatever you are saying, how your armpit, whatever you are saying, how that happens? Huh? When you are doing, your actions with your hands or whatever while talking, giving me answer, who is not able to move? If I put it in opposite other way, who is not able to move the body? Huh? I did not get you properly. How that connection will come? How that connection will come? From where that connection will come? There is one person who has answered. Spine concave. I'm purposely not giving the name over there. Because I get then, sort of people, saying something about me. So I don't want to say the name. Tell you the name who has answered this. Spine. It is the spine. Without your spine, you cannot do any movement. So are you using that? Your mind is with your spine or not? When you are taking your leg up, when you are jumping, what happens with your leg? The spine. What happens with your spine? You cannot lift your leg unless you take your spine in. Correct? Correct? So when you are taking your spine in, and you are working on that with your full arm balance, elbow balance, what is your duty? To maintain it? Yes. And as far as you are concerned, now this is the third week, you know what is going to be there. Some of you might be very much excited also. Some of you might not be excited. Arey bapre, now it's backbending class. Should I do or should I not do? Should I tell something? This is paining, that is paining, and sort of thing. All these things are there. Human being. Okay. But it's a spine, no? You are making your spine concave. Yes? Then why you are doing Uttanasana after doing that? What will be the better asana to maintain that concavity of the spine? You are doing repeatedly, you are jumping there to go to Adho Mukha Vrikshasana, Pincha Mayurasana, and you have to maintain that concavity. Then what will be better thing to do? Adho Mukha Svanasana? Yes. Then their thought has to come, why I am doing Uttanasana? Why I am making my back concave, convex? Yes or no? You know, the thing is that sometimes it is not said anything. But when you are just standing there as the whole, everyone cannot do at a time, many of you know that it was told, or it might be in your classes has been told, do Gomukhasan, Paschim Namaskarasan, Adho Mukha Svanasana. If not, even sometimes doing Adho Mukha Svanasana and raise your one leg up, then other leg up, take one down, then other leg up. Yes or no? So that that continuity of the action is there. You are not bringing any opposite action over there. Yes? This is a thought that we have to understand why it was taken in that manner. Why it was taken in that manner. Then it makes a sense. And it should be from the beginning, not in some advanced class we have to think about it. But there we fail sometimes. When it has been given, it is not that you will find it in Light on Yoga book, the sequential order, why this is in this manner. It is somewhere else where we need to find out. That is our own study. That is our own responsibility to understand. Then we won't go in that wrong asanas taking in between. The continuity will be maintained. The intelligence that has been created in your spine will be maintained. The intelligence that you have brought in your legs will be maintained. If there is a sort of shoulder weakness and you find it, okay, that Paschim Namaskarasan, Gomukhasan will help you. Are you understanding? How you will know this? Where I can find this? Why this sequential order is given in this manner? How my sequential order of asanas in my practice should be? Search. You have to search. That question has to come into your mind and you have to search. What is the methodology given? Some thought is given, then we have to go with it. We have to go behind with it. Searching. Guruji used to say, if you get some question and you are not pondering upon it and you sleep, you are not going to get anything. If the question is there, no sleep should be there. That is what he used to say. You sleep, huh? Otherwise, you will come and tell me that I'm having sleeplessness night. What should I do? But that is how he has said. Are you understanding? So in between, we have to see that we will do something. Our shoulder blades, our dorsal spine, we are maintaining. And if that Adho Mukha Svanasana asana where we will be extending our spine, maintaining our spine in will be done. So that this sequential order we have to understand. Because there I'm jumping and then I get excited. That should not be there. You might get positivity in your mind. But that wrong excitement should not be there. Over excitement should not be there. The positivity will come there. That you have to experience yourself. Are you understanding? Once again, Adho Mukha Vrikshasana. So I will say, okay, those who are going for second round or cannot lift, go to Adho Mukha Svanasana. ज्यांना येते त्यांनी जा. Those who are able to jump, go. Don't waste the place. Now press the palm. Lift the side trunk up. Now lift your right leg high up. Even lift the other heel. Heel up, go up, climb up, climb up. Now take the leg down. Now raise the other leg. Go up, go up, go up. Now come down. Now the other one, first leg. When you are taking it, you'll see that you are not tilting your hip joint. Do not tilt your hip joint. So lift the inner leg. Lift that inner leg. Go with the inner leg. Go with the inner leg. So that the body will not tilt. Now take the leg down. Then the other leg. Inner leg extend. And then go up. Then go up. Go up. Now take the leg down. Now next group. It is not that if you are able to do, you are not supposed to do this. You know, understand. Understand, those who are able to jump, it is not that they are not supposed to do this. They need to do this. This is some other asana, no. Urdhva Prasarita Ekapadasana. See in Enlightened Yoga book. That is the preparation of that book. That is also a preparation for jumping. So inhale and lift, but don't tilt. Don't tilt your body. Lower heel up. Lower heel up to jump. You are going to jump, so lift. That lightness in that leg has to come. Finished, everyone? Now those who need the help, go. झालं का सगळ्यांचं? Come down. Finished. Now those who need help, go. तुम्ही help करताना उचलू नका. You go. Those who need, keep the palm down. Just helpers go closer. It is not that you are standing away. Hey, tham zara. Wait. Get ready for the asana. Hath khali teva. And now lift your right leg up. Now here you won't be doing Adho Mukha Svanasana. One leg will be slightly forward. Lift up. Other heel up. Lift that heel. Lighter leg. Now jump and you immediately take. Exhale and jump. Yes. That lightness of the body has to be felt. That is a Suklabad, Sima. The lower heel has to come up for Adho Mukha Vrikshasana. Urdhva Prasarita Ekapadasana, your foot will be down. But for Adho Mukha Vrikshasana, if you have to go, that foot has to become lighter. The lower leg has to become lighter. So this jump will automatically bring that leg. If you make it heavy, it cannot come. Got it? Now go. The other leg. Full arm balance. And spine in when you jump. Get that concavity. Extend from the elbow. Other leg you have to go. From the bottom elbow, which is facing front. From there you have to lift up. And then back of the arm has to go. Look, arm has to go more into the socket. Cut your elbow in, tuck in your elbow to go. Now exhale and come down. Madam, lift that heel to jump. Don't press the lower heel. Join your legs and then do, Fatima. Join your leg and do that one leg lifting up. So that those people will see you, those who are online. And dorsal in. थोडीशी जाणीवपूर्वक उडी मारा. Finish. Now those who need help. And now take the camera to Sindhu. Sindhu अजून एकदा करणार? कर. असं 2-3 वेळा ट्रायल घेत कर. Slightly be away as she is in camera. जोरात श्वास सोडून जा. श्वास खाली जाताना श्वास सोडायचा आहे. You saw how she went? Yes. So unless that it doesn't come, what she did, now let us find out. Come down. Those who need help and has to do, go and do it. Don't wait. आपलं सिंधू काय केलं? इकडे ये ना जराशी, पुढे ये, गर्दीत नको. एक्झेल, मग जम्प. मग कशी जम्प केली तू? हाऊ डिड यू डिसाइड? म्हणजे तू डिसाइड कसं केलं की आता माझा पाय जाईल? हाऊ डिड यू डिसाइड दॅट नाऊ आय कॅन जम्प? स्पाइन काय झालं? What your spine said? Only lift. In other way you think over. Opposite बाजूने विचार कर, दुसऱ्या बाजूने विचार कर. You knew ना, now I will be able to jump. तुला माहित होतं ना आता मी जम्प करू शकेल. म्हणजे मी आता फुल आर्म बॅलन्स करीन. Now I will be able to do definitely full arm balance. Okay, third jump, fourth jump, whatever it is. You definitely knew ना that now I will go. आता मला जाता येईल हे नक्की माहित होतं ना. त्याच्या अगोदरची स्थिती काय होती? What was there exactly before that? That is not the question. That is not the question. The thing is that I have to find out, no, whether I'm able to jump, and we don't catch it. We don't catch it actually. It is a preparation of the spine. Spine says, I'm ready. Now you jump. Definitely I will take you up. It is the spine which says. That dialogue inside, we have to just learn to listen. It won't say, now I will go. But that tells us, now it is ready to go, take me upwards. This spine you have to understand. Connect with your spine. Brain, it is not brain connection. Brain connection to the spine, spine connection to the brain, and spine connection to the body. Everything is needed over there. So when you jump, as long as you are jumping, you will just go. Go with your spine. Find out whether your spine is ready. Don't go with your leg. Let us find out. One more attempt. Yes, go. So when you are making your body ready, find out your spine. पण नाहीतरी उडी मारता येत नाही यावरती. That is the way to learn. If you say I cannot go, I cannot do, then it will never come. That is why where spine has to get ready. And she is doing with Urdhva Hastasana and then going. Urdhva Hastasana, then going. So it's a force. 3-4 times you give force. And then the spine gets ready with that. Go with the spine. Don't just jump to the asana. So just keep the hand down. Wait. Hey, don't do 3-4 times. Next group. You just take chance over there. as though others are not there to do. Keep the hands down. Just keep the hands down. Keep the hands down. And now, wait. Move forward and backwards. Hey, do the place is there, please do. Forward and backwards. Move forward and backwards. Move forward and backwards. Become taller. And now jump when you are ready your spine. Spine in, leg up. It's same? Come down. Is it same that you were going with your leg? You're going first time with your legs and everything, and now doing this. Is it same or different? You are understanding that you are more with your action, with your spine, with your whole connected within. Are you understanding? Learn in this manner. Because in class, when a teacher will say, go full arm balance, you will immediately go and lift the leg up. But this has to come. Whether you are going with that understanding, next group, 3-4 times, forward, backwards, forward, backwards. So every time when you are coming forward towards your leg, your spine has to go in. Release that spine. Release that spine. Release that spine. And then go. If your spine doesn't come, legs will do cycling. If your spine doesn't come in, your legs will do cycling. कळतोय का फरक? Are you understanding? That you have to learn in that manner. Otherwise, it will never come. Balance in the center, if those who are interested. Everyone is not interested. That is different. Doing full arm balance and getting whatever is needed for me doing is okay. But some of you might be, ह्याच्यावर पडशील, ह्याच्यावर पडशील, स्टेजवर पडशील, लांब कर जरासं. That is how you have to know how you will do there. So you have to learn. If you are doing in the center, this is needed. Otherwise, it will never come in the center. Full arm balance. I won't say that you have to learn in the center. Anyway, I'm not going to give you any certificate. If you are doing this particular certificate, you will go. Nothing is there for me. For me, if you want to learn, it is according to you. I won't force everyone also. But if the question comes, how I have to do this, then I have to know this. How to do this. How to learn. Are you understanding? Same elbow balance. Everyone did? Everyone did? Okay, no, go to elbow balance. So there, I need not tell, straighten your elbows, straighten your arms, etc., etc. Here also you have to do in the same manner. 2-3 times, forward and backwards. Now, in palm facing each other. Palm facing each other and do. Back in, body up. And there, actually, when you know that we use the brick, hey, a little less distance, madam. Yes, leave there, leave there. Got it? Now do others. Full arm balance केलं का रे मध्ये? ए, full arm balance येतं का मध्ये? हा? नाही कर ना कर. If you are balancing here, do it. Because without that, Vrishchikasana is not possible. So if you are able to balance, balance there in the center. I have no objection. Little finger facing each other, I said. You can use the brick if you want. I won't say anything. You know all those things. तिथं मागे उभा राहा रे तिच्या. So you have to understand how much it comes in the center, the spine. How much it has to come in the center? Finished, everyone? Now you tell me, by keeping your palms facing each other, little finger, what was the difference? What was the difference? Immediately side trunk has to be lifted. You know how much that little finger has to be pressed? It comes towards the elbow, upper arm is lifted upwards. Whereas when you keep it, it drops towards the little finger. A thumb comes up, you have to pressurize the thumb. All these things are so much important, little things. Came better. Are you understanding? So we get introduced to our own body. That you have done this might be for a long time. It is not that today you are doing. There is a Arambhavastha. You are doing it against the wall, even balancing their Ghatavastha, that this asana is like this only. But then it comes that how my deltoid worked. You get introduced to your deltoid, your upper arm, your shoulders, your inner body. That is Parichaya Avastha that you have to understand. For every asana, it will be there. Huh? Then it will be coming to your own body. That is different. Shirshasana. So interlock your fingers. Get ready. Get initiated with the asana. That is how is the thing. Don't go to Shirshasana. Get ready. Your blankets. It is not necessary. Interlock your fingers. So your forearm has to extend. Palms facing each other. Extend your forearm. So in that your wrist, quick. Don't waste the time. Wait, don't keep the head. I did not say go to Shirshasana. I said you have to do initiation for Shirshasana. Palms facing each other. So your elbow and shoulder level should be same. Palm in elbow and palm in line. Elongate all the fingers. Elongate all the fingers. The wrist should be perpendicular to the floor. Maintaining that perpendicular to the floor. Now interlock your fingers. Maintain that perpendicularity of the wrist. Lift the knees, lift the shoulders. Keep on lifting. Now lifting the shoulders, you have to bring your head down to touch. If it doesn't touch, take the fold of the blanket if you need. Your shoulder should not collapse. When you are keeping, your shoulders should not collapse. So your lift of the shoulder should be maintained. And then go to Shirshasana. So 3-4 times, wait. When you are going, move. No, don't raise your one leg up. Forward, backwards. Find out your spine. Whether your spine elongating. Whether your spine is ready to take your body weight. Preparation of the spine has to be there. And then go. So find out whether you are able to go with both the legs. And tuck the buttock in. Back in. Dorsal in. Outer thighs rolling in. Back of the thighs will open. Understand that how lightness in the spine comes when you are up. Shoulders well widened. Diaphragm widened. Tuck your buttock in. The calf has to be extended. Tuck your buttock in. Still buttock in. Don't bring your feet forward. Feet back. As though you are going to do Viparita Dandasana. Take your legs like Viparita Dandasana. As though you are going to take it without bending. Side trunk elongate. Lengthen there. Neck la halka kara. आणि हात बाजूला पसरा. That is good for shoulders. जरासा एक बोस्टर दे का ते बोस्टर दे त्यांच्या हातात. Give one bolster. For him, Shirshasana. Keep there. If you are able to widen, better widen. If you want to bend, okay, so that you can hold. But then only your shoulders, neck will get released. And side trunk elongating, back of the thighs will open. Knee tight. Knee tight. Tuck your knees. Tuck your knees. Spine in. Now extend your buttock towards the heel. Keep on taking your buttock to the heel. Away from your lumbar region. Take it away from your lumbar region. ए तू काय करतेस? तुला विपरीत दंडासन करता येत नाही रमा? शीर्षासन नाही करणार तर विपरीत दंडासन नाही करता येत, मग ते बद्ध कोणासनाला कशाला बसली आहेस? Elongate there. Back of the thighs will open. Lengthen. Tuck your buttock in. Tailbone in. Tailbone in. Take the green pant. White t-shirt. Front row. Tuck your buttock. Tuck your buttock. I won't get up. Hit your buttock in. Hit. 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 Still hit. Even if you fall, doesn't matter. Backside. Hit your buttock in. As though I'm hitting you. I'm hitting you. That green t-shirt. Green pant. हा तिला जरा जोरात कर. नाजूक नाजूक करू नको. Again. Spine in. Ascend it. Anterior spine, you have to keep on ascending. Front body ascend. Back also ascend. Front going up. Back following it. So it comes in and up. Now exhale and come down. And now come up. You tell me from which country you are from? Huh? Iran. Okay. Then now you tell me that it is not a particular to her. Huh? Understand? Even you are from which country? This one. I want to know when you do Shirshasana. I don't know your teachers, huh? You are also teacher. But your teacher? Do you have your own teacher? Your teacher is one thing. Your teacher is another thing. Who is your teacher? Yes? Who? So she is your teacher. But now you are, yes. And why you are saying that she was? If once your teacher is there, yes, she is my teacher. Or have you forgotten what she taught? I don't know. Because my teacher is not there, I am going to someone else. Or you don't go to someone else in Iran? Are you directly learning from some of the online classes of India, Pune? Huh? Gulnaz. I knew that this name is going to come. I was definitely knew that this name is going to come. Okay. When your first teacher taught you Shirshasana, because the Gulnaz has not taught you Shirshasana, you were prepared for Shirshasana. When you are a teacher, what you look at your students when they do Shirshasana? What you see? Observation. What about you? Take the thick mat, put the sticky mat on it. Arrange. Vertical as you are doing your Shirshasana. I'm not going to take against the wall or against the on the this one. Fall back. The preparation is only your Urdhva Adho Mukha Vrikshasana, Pincha Mayurasana. No other preparation I'm giving you with your Urdhva Dhanurasana, etc., etc. Are you understanding? Keep all these things down. Clear the this one. Ready? Now you do. Now I don't know whether this person is able to do or not. One who is on the stage. Go to Shirshasana. So you have wait, look there. Come here to the front. Do not in the center. Yes, do. Now how you have to do your Shirshasana? Palms facing each other, lifting the shoulders, interlock your fingers, then keep your wrist vertical, and now lift the knees, keep the shoulders up, lift the shoulders, extend the neck to keep the forehead, crown of the head down, side trunk lift, spine ready, forward, backwards. Now go to Shirshasana. Tuck your buttock in as there is a bolster behind you. And now bend your legs, lift the chest up, side trunk lift. Now take the legs to the floor. Okay. Moment your leg touches, you come on your elbow. Otherwise, your body will fall down. Okay. Just do it. Those who are able to do Shirshasana will be able to do. Those who are not able to do Shirshasana, then you have to lie down, Urdhva Dhanurasana, go to Viparita Dandasana.
I've been struggling with my knee, just afraid to drop back.
Then Urdhva Dhanurasana and Viparita Dandasana. Lift the heel up, outer thighs lift up, keep on lifting, shoulders up, shoulders up. Then when it is over, go to Urdhva Dhanurasana, come down. So I am not looking for your this one timing or anything. Tuck the buttock in first. Tuck the buttock in. Then go to Virasana. Tuck the buttock. Bring the chest forward. Look towards the floor. Take the leg down. Take the leg down. Look down to the floor and go. If not, that is why I said thick matter. If you need bolster, take also bolster for your spine. I have no objection. Exhale and come down. You find that this is coming in between. Bench, my table is coming in between. Otherwise, you better shift a bit. Go there. There is a place. Kate, come here. Do here. So that you are not too closer and you won't fall on this on table. Wait now, wait. Second attempt, wait. I don't want anybody to fall down. Okay. So just find out there. You have to do in the front of your mat. I said better you take the sticky mat so that your elbow will not shift. One sticky mat is here. So don't waste the sticky mats over there. Now when you are doing, now you do, look there. All these things you have to find out every time. Lift the shoulders and then keep the crown of the head. Now go to Shirshasana with spine ready, readiness of the spine. Even if you go with bent legs, no problem over there. Okay, now go tuck the buttock in. Now do Virasana there. And further, one leg on your abdomen. And now other leg, you take it back. Take it back. Take it back. Take it back. Go. Go. The other will up immediately will go on its own. Okay. That is how you have to learn. Then Urdhva Dhanurasana, and always raise your heel up. Huh? So that gives you lightness in the body. Outer thighs left, knee roll in. And then keep the heel down. Remove the palms. Go to Urdhva Dhanurasana and then come down. Okay. Urdhva Dhanurasana, if you lift your heels up, lightness of the body will be there. Okay. Go. So with one leg, if you go with right leg forward, slightly towards the abdomen, then you have to see that next time the other leg you will be taking. So once with this leg, once with that leg. If you are able to go with both the legs, go. Bend the legs. Outer thighs roll in when you are going. First Virasana. Okay. Now first Virasana. Tuck the buttock in. Now one leg has to go. So slightly take the other leg to the front. And with the other leg, surge the floor. Surge the floor. Surge the floor. Okay. Then Urdhva Dhanurasana and come down. Urdhva Dhanurasana and come down. Understand that when you are going, be careful. Somebody might be just behind you. Now, here you have to find out what is, it is a you have to read your psychology, your mind. Are you understanding? It is not that I have to read. But you have to find out your own feelings over there. Some of you might be having, तुम्हाला खुर्चीवर करायचं तर करून घ्या, मनवेला. मनवेला, तुम्हाला नुसतं विपरीत दंडासन करायचं तर करून घ्या. हरकत नाही. हे करायला पाहिजे असं नाहीये. ओके. करा आता मला काय ज्यांना, those who want to go on the chair, go on the chair. But she definitely should go on the chair. So just occupy that place so that they will be behind on the chair. The periods people definitely have said they have to do their program. So don't just get mixed up with this. Now I said that you have to search the floor, no? You don't know where the floor is actually. Because the leg is going back and we don't know, so that fear comes. No, I don't know where I'm going. Then I'm having fear. If I know into such place I'm going, there is a certain courage inside we have. Though we don't know what will be the condition there. But still, if I know that I'm going to this place, some study will be there, some knowing facts will be there. Here now you are going towards the unknown. And that unknown gives fear. Are you understanding? Then how to get that unknown area to know? I have already given the instruction. Though not with all these explanations, I have given some instruction over there. I said, yes, look towards the floor when you are taking. Because if your eyes come, you lose contact with the floor. Are you understanding? That is how you have to understand. So when you are doing, your eyes should be looking at the floor and then take. You find that floor becomes closer to you. Do. Those who are not able to do chair Viparita Dandasana is okay. Urdhva Dhanurasana Viparita Dandasana is okay. How much you should be mindful over there. Then do Urdhva Dhanurasana and come down. So if your eyes also move, one elbow will come. If your eyes are not going more closer to the floor, your elbow will come off when you are taking your legs on the floor. Are you understanding? And this has to come over there. Keep on doing it. Is not, I'm not going to continue or take. You just do it. Curl arm pie. मी तिथून वरती याला शिकवत नाहीये ना. तिथून खाली जायचंय आणि ऊर्ध्व धनुरासन करायचंय. ते वेगळं आहे. ते शिकवणं वेगळं आहे. काय जगताप, दॅट इज डिफरंट. त्यामुळे तुला जर पाय खाली न्यायचे असेल थोडेसे हात पण पुढे आणावे लागतात. इंडिपेंडेंट विपरीत दंडासन हॅज टू बी लर्न. Okay. When more into the body. Yes. Yes. So you come on the front elbow. On the elbow. More than your forearm, you come on the elbow. You have to fix your elbow. You have to fix your elbow as your leg goes to the more closer to the floor. Okay. Now come down. If you are unable to do, then you have to go to the wall and put the legs on the wall. Now understand. Hey, wait now, don't do. Listen, because that lady is doing against the wall and she's jumping from there to come back from the asana. Now you have to understand, one by one only we have to learn. It is not that I'm asking you to come from Viparita Dandasana to Shirshasana. Now we have to understand, because that is a different action. It is not same action, again with the spine. Now when you are going from Shirshasana to Viparita Dandasana, I am asking you to look at the floor and your spine ascends up, ascends up, ascends up. That is from the neck, it goes towards the tailbone and your leg goes down. Are you understanding? Whereas if you have to come back from your Viparita Dandasana to Shirshasana, it is from the tailbone you are coming. So when you come, then it has to become taut and then come down. Are you understanding? So there I don't want that, sort of thing. Confusion over there. You have to go back down to Urdhva Dhanurasana. So that continuation of the spine is there. And then you lift and come down. So if that distance is not enough for your Urdhva Dhanurasana, then you have to shift your legs slightly forward. So learn to go to independent Viparita Dandasana from Shirshasana is a process of learning. Are you understanding? That is how you have to know. So if you are not able to do, I said Urdhva Dhanurasana Viparita Dandasana. So you are learning Viparita Dandasana, one from floor, other from air you are going. But don't jump from there. Are you understanding? Now, if you have to do against the wall, go. Keep it vertical to the wall. Slightly away from the wall. Yes. Bend the knees. Now extend and search the wall with one by one leg, because everyone cannot. One by one leg only you have to search. Now you know she cannot go down. Distance is less, she cannot go down. So what she has to do is that she has to walk. So keep the leg on the wall. Remove the hands. Remove the hands and walk forward with the hands. Hey, back, forward, away from the wall. Raise the head up and walk forward, elbow forward, still forward, still forward. Now to keep the head down, lift the chest, head down. Now find out whether you can go down with the leg. And chest forward. Nobody will teach this, huh? This is not a teaching process. This is our own learning process. Guruji did not say this. We only walk forward. And my leg is not going. I need the space, so I have to go. Now raise the, Urdhva Dhanurasana. And then go down. Just wait. And now sit without moving your leg. Feet. The buttock should not shift. Now come up. You know how you have to be there. Distance. Okay. Now take your buttock slightly away from the wall. And now, no, slightly away, I said. Okay. And now keep your hand there. And now come on this side. Out. Yes. And now you have to find out from that distance where your head has to come. You know? And now you have to do Shirshasana from this side. This side. So you know how much you have to come? So what we used to do, everything is needed, all instructions needed here. We used to do that. I need little, so buttock is taken off, lying down there, find out where is my head. I will keep my head there. कळतंय का? आता तिचा परत चुकला. Are you understanding? Again, she is wrong. She is too close. Away. I will take you. I will teach you how to practice. Like away from the wall. Do it. No. You come out. Go to Viparita Dandasana. Away. Little bit away. Now do. Do quickly. Don't worry. Shirshasana. Only those who are able to do Shirshasana can do this. No. If you are not able to do Shirshasana, I won't take this. First, you have to learn Shirshasana. Now you know that she cannot take go down because her lumbar will pinch. So now you have to remove. Press her leg. Now walk forward with your head towards this side, madam. Whole side. With the hand. Come with the hand. Come with the hand. Come with the hand. And now interlock your fingers. And now lift the chest. One by one, walk down. One by walk down. Walk down. Chest forward. Every walk. Chest forward. Every walk. Chest forward. Yes. Now you know that still you need a little bit space. Come forward with your elbows and head. Lifting, you have to come. Lifting, you have to come. And straighten there. Okay. Now, find out where your head is. Okay. And now you have to go to Urdhva Dhanurasana. So come down and go to Urdhva Dhanurasana. So your hand, placement of the hand, come down. Now you know head. There you have to keep the head next time. It might take little time. But this is how we have to learn. Without that, you cannot learn. Somehow, by hook or crook, I will be able to jump. But if I'm not able to jump, then I have to learn, no. Now why? Why this? Should be understood, no? Go to the wall now. Enough? Happy with your Shirshasana, Viparita Dandasana? Not happy? No. Are you happy doing enough? That's all. Your asana happiness or not, I'm not bothered. I'm not bothered at all. And now, madam, lie down there. You are the demonstrator. She is not a demonstrator. Yes, lie down. Slightly go closer. Go to Urdhva Dhanurasana. Urdhva Dhanurasana, lift well. Heels up, outer thighs So you know where your head is. Now keep the crown of the head. Interlock your fingers. And now you have to keep the feet to the wall. And push your chest forward. Outer thighs roll in. Now, if you need, you have to come forward to straighten your leg. What you have to learn? Buttock up. Buttock up. And push your chest forward. Lumbar and buttock should be separated. Outer thighs roll in. Okay? And find out there. Now don't move. Just stay there. Just stay there. And chest forward. Chest forward. Outer thighs rolling in. Elbow in. If possible, bring the feet closer. As advance. I won't tell everyone. Outer thighs rolling in. And lift the chest up. Now how my chest should be. How my chest should look. That you have to find out. Okay? That is where Shirshasana, Viparita Dandasana comes to the picture. That my dorsal spine should be like Shirshasana. Other part is bending. Are you understanding? Go now against the wall. Because many times we teach, time is over, class time is over, 11:30 time. Because I don't know, she's looking at the wall clock. Can't do anything. I don't know. If the place is there, go. So it is actually measurement you need. Array, there is a window, there is a wall. You can go there. That everything has to be set. The grill is there, no? The wall is there below. Even you can take this one little bit forward. Use those walls. Madam, you are not going from Shirshasana. Who is that lady? You are not going from Shirshasana now. Hey, take the Viparita Dandasana benches forward or those benches forward, there forward. And go. ए ते हिला मॅट काढायला सांग ना ए ते मध्ये आण ए मॅट काढा टेक आउट दीज मॅट्स आणि लाव इथं दोन अरे बाजूला घे ना राजश्री सगळ्यांनी तुम्ही गीताचा क्लास केलाय क्लास अरेंजमेंट पण मी सांगायची काय इकडं असं सरळ उभं कर थोडं त्या बाजूला हा दुसरा पण आणा लाव तिकडे अजून जाऊ दे दोन येणार आहेत पुढे घ्या हा मध्ये मध्ये स्पेस मध्ये स्पेस हे मागे घे ते पुढे येऊ दे हे पुढे घे आणि ते मागे घे ओके हा नाउ one person can do here, one person can do there. One person can आडवं लावा आडवं लावा आडवं लावा आता एक पर्सन इथं एक पर्सन तिथं दोघींनी केलं की काही लागत नाही दोघींचं प्रेशर बरोबर द्या ते मधला स्टँड काढला ए तिकडं तिकडं ऍडजस्ट कर नीट ते बघ तिकडचा स्टँड मी बोलायचा ते सगळे कमरेवर हात ठेवून विठ्ठल आणि रखुमाई उभ्या आहेत The distance you have to learn. Your waistline should not get clinch. Waistline should not get clinch. And I have seen Guruji doing this for half an hour. Keeping the feet to the wall and just be in the pose half an hour. I'm not done. You to do it. Some 5 minutes, 8 minutes sort of thing is more than enough. Your back should not clinch. Waistline should not clinch. जा नाही तर कोणाही जागा इथं केलेली आहे जागा And your attention should be there, how much you are lifting your back up. In Viparita Dandasana, your back should not collapse. So keep on lifting your back. When your condition is over that you want to come down, okay, come down and again do. Outer thighs rolling in. Where your attention? Two places. Listen. Listen. Two places you will be giving attention. Your lumbar region should not clinch. Number two, your back should be all the time is going in. अगं आता सर्वांगासन कर, हलासन कर, सेतुबंद सर्वांगासन कर. नुसतीच कशाला बसून राहिलीस क्लासमध्ये? Got it? Yes. But no clinching of your lumbar region. And what you have to learn is you are keeping your back firm into the body. Lift from your neck spine towards the shoulder blades towards the kidney region. Outer thighs roll in, lift the buttock, tighten your buttocks. The thighs, back of the thighs, as though they are getting fixed into the bottom buttock. And outer thighs rolling in. Whenever your condition is over, Viparita Dandasana is over, okay, you go to Urdhva Dhanurasana and then come down. So distance you have to find out. Distance you have to find out. So your buttock should not collapse. Back should not collapse. Back totally you have to bring it closer to the spine and lifting up. You can do that Viparita Danda. Open the chest, the whole trunk extending, those who are doing on the chair, lengthen well. You may feel that your thighs are becoming little harder. Okay? The last one, you finish off and sit. Those who are in the position, your position is over. So I don't know, I have not taken 2, 3, 4 times, etc. It is your own feeling. I have not said numbers. Are you understanding? Okay? Well, if you have finished, just sit. Got it? Finished, everyone? Urdhva Dhanurasana and then coming down. Huh? That you are not supposed to forget. So do not wrong neck curvature you give while coming down. Proper Urdhva Dhanurasana I said. Sit, sit, sit. By doing there, it is not that you have to cheat me. It is not cheating me. I am not bothered at all. Don't cheat yourself. That is what is very important. What you learned, apart from, oh, it is difficult, can't stay. That will be on one side. I cannot say stay, I cannot do, it is very difficult. But what you learned, are you able to tell me that? No, I'm just asking you this. I'm asking you this, what you just now did it. Then I will tell you that connection of that taking and then this taking. This while doing this, what you learned? Lift the back up. learned. Anybody else? Okay, anybody else? That is thigh, huh? Thigh. I don't know here what. I don't know where you people are, so I won't say anything about it. No, pushing up means what? Yes. Yes. And you stayed, no? How did you stay? उंच उचल म्हणजे काय उंच उचललं? What did you lift? Spine, no? That is whole back you lifted, no? So in that lifting of the back, what was the back position? No, don't tell me Shirshasana. Tell me what your back was doing it. How you maintain that concavity? How could you maintain that back into the body? No, don't, those are all tools, no? Your legs and arms are tools. So with the support of the tools, you will be doing. But you are working on the back. So that back you are saying concave. That concave position means what? I want that clarity. Action-wise clarity. This is word-wise clarity we are saying, no, that back is concave and etc., etc. But in that activeness, when you are keeping it, what your back is doing, how you maintain it. So it is coming forward, that is towards the front body. And that is why you are getting, no. So your back is coming closer to the front body. Back is coming closer to the front body. Back is coming closer to the front body. That is your understanding. That should be your understanding. That I did not see. I understood from where I am doing feet pressed. So when feet was pressed, my back leg, that back thighs went into the socket, into the buttock region. So one area was extending towards the heel, other part was going towards the buttock. Find out which one is going. But by doing that, your chest was open. And your back was going closer to the front body. Where you need to keep your back body closer to the front body. Where you need to keep your back body closer to the front body. All the time, yes, all the time. Specifically when? No answer? So, are you understanding who said pranayama? So in pranayama, you have to give it more attention, no? Here your attention is that I have to maintain the balance. I have to maintain the balance. So I keep my back, keep on lifting so that I don't fall. Sunita doesn't see that I will fall. Are you understanding? So there it is not a pranayama that comes in your mind. But in pranayama, your back collapses. So I have to educate my back. Be like Viparita Dandasana. Be like Viparita Dandasana. Then we know, while doing our pranayama class, why Viparita Dandasana is taken. To educate my back. Are you understanding? Because otherwise it remains unknown. We just feel that head is quiet because with Viparita Dandasana, your brain might be quiet now. With all the fear and this, that when you go to the pose, get settled down, just few seconds over there, immediately all the nerves get quieted. That is the quality of the asana. It has to give. If it doesn't give, then I'm wrong in my asana. I should know. Because it has to give. That is the quality of the asana. But what we learn is to keep our back in where we fail. I cannot keep. So I have to turn my back in Viparita Dandasana. So it maintains in pranayama, sitting pranayama. Are you understanding? Otherwise, we will never learn. We will just do backbending as backbending. Backbending as backbending is one thing. Backbending for pranayama is another thing. Pranayama, we need to go in. Backbending will teach that. How to go within. All these things, those qualities of those categories of the asanas, we have to learn. First of all, we have to find out. Then we have to learn it, understand it. Otherwise, after the class, very nice class, enjoyed, excited. Whole day I will be excited. Are you understanding? That is not the thing. You have to see this. This is our study. I am practicing yoga, so I have to practice in that manner, that how it will help me to go my further practices. So improve the asana is different thing. Elbow to the wall for Viparita Dandasana, leg to the wall, on the chair, coming down from the chair, everything is there. But that one asana will give so many things that we have to find out. Yes? Are you understanding? Same Viparita Dandasana, now elbow to the wall. I am not giving any extra. Otherwise, it is many times it has been given that blanket for the head, etc., etc. Many of you might be knowing. But we have to know why I take a blanket for my head. But here, when you go, that learning should be there. Exactly center of the elbow should be touching the wall. Center of the elbow will be touching the wall. So lift the chest and head down. Walk in. So you have to find out whether you are keeping. Walk in and lift up. No clinching at the buttock, waistline. Outer thighs roll. And push your body from the leg, from the shin. Go to the wall. Go to the wall. Go. Shin. Knee. The outer edges, inner edges of the knee. As though they are pushing your body towards the chest. And chest towards the wall. Are you understanding? Don't raise your head. You have to just find out there. Chest has to go. So roll on your forehead. Roll on your forehead to go. Elbow, your elbow is out. Deepa. Center of the elbow touching. Then go to Urdhva Dhanurasana and come down. 3 times. इथं सीमा धर ती एकटीच करते तिकडं हे बघ इथं दे सपोर्ट lift the neck spine, dorsal spine, and then push the chest forward. Hold there, and find out from that straighten the leg. The distance you might be need little, but don't take too much. Don't take too much. Your leg should not get from there. Push the sides of the knee, the metatarsals to the tarsals. And then from the knee, push forward, lift the back, hold your back. कळतंय का back किती करावं लागतात? Are you able to understand? Now exhale and come down. That is Urdhva Dhanurasana and come down. Got it? You understood it? If you have understood, when you sit, your back should not collapse. So find out. Are you understanding? And there the timing is very important. If you are there staying with the timing, then you cannot just disturb your body. But that back has to remain in. That lift. What you have to observe. Now I'm finishing this. I'm not going to take. But what you have to observe here is that how your back, takes that shape. How listen here. Immediately somebody is moving, you immediately take your eyes there. Have some control. तू काय करतेस ग? मी कुठे आले अजून सर्वांगासनाला? सुषमा, घरी जा. मी कुणाला सांगते येतात तू बघायला पाहिजेस. हकलून देईन क्लासमधून, लक्षात घे. जादापणा करता नाही मी क्लासमध्ये. मी त्या बाईला सांगितलं होतं, तुझं वय काय, त्या बाईचं वय काय आहे. क्लासमध्ये काय चाललंय याची पण काही हे नाहीये. काय शिकायचं हे पण नाही. मोठी प्राणायाम क्लासला येऊन बसलीस. हकलून देईन तिथून पण. When you are doing this, it is no, asana has got picture, no. That picture we have to understand. So when we are doing Urdhva Dhanurasana or Viparita Dandasana, also we have to find out how our back opens. So it is, extreme outer comes closer to the spine and inside it opens. Are you understanding? That opening of the chest, opening of that area we have to find out. That because otherwise in your inhalation pranayama we hear, open it like a flower blossoms. But we won't understand that blossom opens in your Viparita Dandasana, in your Urdhva Dhanurasana, in back bendings, in a different manner, different flowers, different shape. What we have to understand is that the inner muscles, how they get the shape. Then we know it is collapsing or not collapsing. Because in pranayama, it won't open as in Viparita Dandasana. But freedom of opening will come. And that is how we have to understand. Preparation of pranayama is not on the pranayama class day. Preparation of pranayama is each and every class in a different manner. Teacher will say or teacher will not say. And this is not at all my duty to tell you, learn this, learn this, learn this. You have to learn. And you have to find out whether I'm able to get that freedom in my pranayama. Why? When I sit there. How my shoulder blade works. If I had to do my shavasana, what exactly action of my shoulder blade should be? So if those who have done on the chair, if I ask you what your shoulder blade did, can you answer? Can you describe your shoulder blade? That should be our notes. Class, Viparita Dandasana, legs to the wall. From Shirshasana, drop back. Viparita Dandasana, feet to the wall. Viparita Dandasana, elbow to the wall. That will be my notes. Are you understanding? But what I learned, what I felt, what was the feeling? So on the chair, what was your feeling of your shoulder blade? No answer. Because if a teacher is not saying, my mind doesn't go there. And even on that chair, why it is given? It is in introductory classes, where chair Viparita Dandasana with the shoulder blade support taught. So what we learn is taking our bottom shoulder blade into the body. Are you understanding? Bottom shoulder blade taking into the body is a lesson that we have to educate our body to go in that manner. Otherwise, we will not never learn. Only we will experience it. Quietness, good. My head becomes quiet. I don't get angry with someone. Okay. Well and good. If I'm looking forward for it, yes, you will get it. You do it for 10 minutes, you will not lose your, this on anybody. You will be quiet. But as a yoga practice, what I have to learn, both should be known. कळलं का? That is how you have to find out how that shoulder blade works over there. So when your bottom shoulder blade goes in, your top shoulder blade is not coming out towards the skin. It remains in. When you practice, you find out. But very important part, that shoulder blade we learn. So every way of doing that education is there to our own self. And for that we have to learn. That should be our learning. Put your mind into it to find out what exactly happens. Then in your legs, then in your arms, in your back, in your organic body also. What my kidney does. Because it has been given, these are asanas are good for kidney. Then I have to search my kidney, find out. But that is how we have to learn. Learn to in this manner. Learn, otherwise it is not possible. So when you are pushing from there, it is a sort of, you are making your kidneys to activate over there. When your back of the thigh is going more closer, from the knees you push towards the chest, it is the whole body. So it is actually working on the kidney. If your thought is on the heart, it will be from the back, it activates your heart. Bottom of the lungs. Freedom comes. That you have to find out. Are you understanding? Because I can't say anything more than that. It is our own learning. Yes? Bharadwajasana. Just don't jerk your body. You have to maintain it. If at all anybody having pain, I don't know. Don't push your neck. Don't push your neck first. If you have got pain, that pain area you have to first look at. And then you have to find out whether you are able to move that. So that also depends upon you. Now on the other side. Here, it depends upon you. Whether you have to do on the left side or right side first. As a class condition, do it on the right side. But if you're, by doing right side, if you're left as it is coming closer, if you feel a sort of pinch over there, then the other side you have to do. So learn that, whether I should do on the right side or left side. But the pain has to be taken off. Lift and then turn. Lift and then turn. So that freedom will come. Don't hold your lips. Now release. ते काय प्रॉब्लेम असेल तर बघा कोण आसन करायचं. मग या बाजूला वीरासन करणार का? इकडचा पाय वीरासन करणार का? Whether this leg you are able to do वीरासन. That knee has problem, no? So you can do Swastikasana twisting. You can do Baddha Konasana twisting, where your knee will not get hurt. Do. No pain? Nobody is having pain? Fine. Thank you very much. You should not complain to others. If complaint is there, it should come to me. Not in the office. I don't go to the office. Okay. One more attempt. Finish off. Let us take it as a ritual that after backbending, twisting is must. And that is also simple twisting. Come to the center, then other side. Okay, now lie down on your back. Supta Kunchanasana. So sometimes even after Viparita Dandasana, by any chance some mistake has happened, then you will find that there is a pain, then even this will help you. Raise the head, dorsal elongate, lumbar widen, touch there, maintaining that wideness, length, you have to keep your head down. Then hold in such a way that both the legs will go on the right side. Take both the legs on the right side. So hold it in that manner, how you will go. The knees should be closer to your chest. Now thighs on the abdomen. Now go on the other side. So you know which hand you were holding? From the lower hand, down left side as you are going, the left hand will be holding your right knee, outer knee, and then you will be going. That is how you have to search. The other hand down. The other hand down. Abdomen rotating that side. And hold at the top of the knee, upper knee. Yes. Are you understanding? Now, come to the center. Release the leg. Okay, fine. Go to Halasana. Halasana, Karnapidasana, yes. If you want to just go flat, not necessarily that you have to have blanket and everything. If you are not able to go, your knee problem, then you can have it. It is not that absolutely I am taking you or compulsorily in that manner. Slightly bending your knees, you can lift your whole back up. Setubandh Sarvangasana. झालं का Setubandh Sarvangasana? करा. The shoulder blade, total top shoulder blade off the floor. Actually, if you had kept your head, everyone on one side would have been easier for me. In between, you can do Karnapidasana and lift the back up. So hold your back spreads. So you will get everything relief over there. And not only that, it is now after back bending, when you are doing this, after twisting, you will find that everything comes to normal state. Your spine, your muscles, for your further day-to-day movements, life, it comes to normal state. And we have to bring it to the normal state. So Halasana, Karnapidasana continue. To have more widening of your back, you can take your hand over your head and over above your knees also in Karnapidasana, so that you will know how much back can spread. So once combing like that way and combing like this way, your muscles, your nerves. Are you able to understand? Because you must be used to it. Combing from your crown of the head or front of the from front of the hair towards the back, and sometimes taking your head in the front and from the back you comb. I don't know. Long hair, it might be difficult. Now bend your legs in Karnapidasana. Take your hands back on your back. Extending your spine from the neck to the buttock. Bring your body down to come to Shavasana. Extending, come. Keep the legs bent. Why you want to straighten every time? Spine, attention. Lengthen the spine. Lengthen the spine. Hold back, extending. And now release the leg. for Shavasana. And find out there how much it is, how much your spine is lengthened, how your waistline is lengthened over there, widened there. Total waistline is on the floor. As the buttock is extended towards the leg side, no extra attention is needed to be given. Find out how your whole back is on the floor, shoulders widened. Just in position over there, bottom shoulder blade slightly has to come into your body. Whereas top shoulder blade has to be closer to the floor. Shoulders well placed. Keep your mouth soft, tongue soft. Keep your mouth soft. You may need few breaths to settle down over there. The inner corners of the eyes should be slightly going deeper into the facial region. So a sort of clarity in the upper tip of the nose and eyes are there. The eyebrows go away from each other. The forehead has to sit down. The outer corner of your eye is going away towards the ears. So that you have to feel that whole area and length of your lower eyelid. Upper eyelid coming towards the lower eyelid, eyelashes mingling. Temples from top towards the bottom, it has to reach. And the skin on the temples should be receding downwards. The muscle should be receding downwards. So towards the floor and towards a sort of cheek region. Allow your cheeks to recede. Keep your mouth soft, tongue soft. Do not clench your teeth. Allow your lower jaw to release downwards. And bring your upper eyelid towards the lower eyelid. Upper lip towards the lower lip. Area inside that upper lip, release it. The mouth cavity should be absolutely free. The throat should be passive. The walls, inner walls of the throat should be receding from your face towards the thoracic region, as though creating well. The area in the throat also should be felt passive and having cavity. Though there are things in the throat, everything should be well settled into the throat so that cavity in the throat is felt. Soft, quiet inhalation and soft, quiet exhalation. Where it should be felt. That with inhalation, a thoracic opening. In your exhalation, abdominal area going away from your thoracic region without collapsing the thorax. So it is a sort of feeling of separation of the trunk cavity should be felt. Thoracic is different and abdomen is different, getting separated from each other. everything becoming separate from each other.